Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine and healthy. I welcome you all to RKP online classes. Today I am going to discuss chapter 7 of your SS book, that is Forests and Wildlife in India. So first of all student, we will understand what is forest exactly. So see forest. A forest is a large area of land which is covered with plants, trees, grasses, shrubs and creepers. So here I have used two words, that is shrubs and creepers. So what are they? Let us understand these two terms. So first is shrubs. Low plants with several stems. Low plants, or you can say small plants or small trees with several stems are called shrubs. Next is creepers. What are creepers? Creepers are plants that grows along the ground or upper building. So here you can look at this screen. This is a picture of shrub and this is a picture of creepers, right? So what is forest? A forest is a large piece of land which is covered with trees, plants, grasses, shrubs and creepers, right? So they all are a gift of nature. They are given to us by the nature, okay? So if we'll talk about the trees and plants that are found in forest, they all grow naturally and they are also known as natural vegetation, because all the plants, all the trees that you find in the forest, they all grow naturally. And forest has a number of wild animals. It also has a number of wild animals. So what are wild animals? Wild animals means the animals that live in jungles. Okay, the animals that live in forest. They are called wild animals. Okay, if I talk about how much area is occupied or how much area is under the forest. So, 1/5 of our earth, 1/5 of our earth is under the forest. This particular area of our earth is under the forest. But at present, the forests have now been cleared either for agriculture purpose or for constructing or building houses, and which led to deforestation. And because of this deforestation, what is happening in our on our earth, because of deforestation, the animals, the wild animals, as I told you, the animals that live in jungles or forests, the wild animals became homeless. Okay, so it's our duty, instead of going for deforestation, we should go for afforestation. Deforestation means cutting down of trees and afforestation means growing more and more trees. Okay, so now let us discuss some importance of forests, right? So first is trees absorbs CO2 means carbon dioxide and supply oxygen. You must have learnt about carbon dioxide, oxygen in science, that we all human being intake air. Okay, means we intake oxygen in the form of oxygen, right? And all human being release carbon dioxide. Clear? All living organism intake oxygen and release carbon dioxide. But that is called respiration. Clear? But trees do, what plants do, they absorb the carbon dioxide which is released by human being and they supply oxygen to us. As you know, we need oxygen to breathe. We breathe in oxygen, right? And we breathe out carbon dioxide. So from where we get the oxygen? We get the oxygen from plants and trees. See how plants and trees help us. They provide the oxygen which is very essential for our life. And the carbon dioxide which we release, they absorb that carbon dioxide. Okay, so trees absorb carbon dioxide and supply oxygen to the air. Okay, so it is very essential for our life. Next is the roots of the trees. Roots means jad, right? So the roots of the trees in the forest hold the soil. As we have learned in previous chapter, that the topsoil which is the upper layer of the soil, is the most fertile layer of the soil. Why this most fertile layer of the soil? Because of presence of humus in it. So humus, I have used one word, humus. So you all are to tell me what is humus, because we have discussed this many times. Okay, So the top soil of layer of the soil, which is topsoil, which is the most fertile layer of the soil, as it contains large amount of humus, right? So all the roots of the trees, all the roots of the plant grows in that particular layer, which is the topsoil. So the roots of the trees in the forest hold the soil tightly, which prevents soil erosion. This also we have discussed in previous chapter, right? Soil erosion means when upper layer of the soil, which is topsoil, when upper layer of the soil is removed and gets carried away by the action of wind, by the action of heavy rainfall, that is known as soil erosion. Or in simple words, we can say the process by which the upper layer of the soil is removed, that is soil erosion. So what the roots of the trees does, they hold the soil very tightly, and which which prevents the soil erosion, which doesn't lead to removal of the soil, right? Next is forests provides us many useful things. What are those useful things? Like timber, firewood and wood pulp. We all get these things from the forest. Okay, we all get these things from the trees and plants, shrubs, creepers which are found in the forest. So I'll tell you the uses of these. Okay, timber. Timber means a large piece of wood which is used for making furniture, which is used for making houses or buildings. Clear? So what firewood, it's another type of a wood. Okay, but this wood is used for burning and cooking purposes. Next is wood pulp, another type of wood, but you can say when we cut the wood into small pieces, so small pieces, or the when we crush the wood, okay, that is wood pulp, means crushing of wood or small pieces of the wood are wood pulp. So they are used for making gum or paper. Okay, so timber, firewood, wood pulp, we get these things from the forest. So thus forest provides us many useful things. Not only this, some medicines are also prepared with the help of the roots of the trees, stems of the trees and the leaves of the trees. Like from neem, mainly medicines are prepared. So in this way, we can say that forest plays a very important role in our life. So it's our duty not to go for deforestation, we should go for afforestation.